welcome back to the Geek Initiative for part 3 of episode 21. We are coming back in with Z and Dusk making ready for a duel. So Z is kind of making her way down into the arena. She's got a long sword and a shield. She seems to be wearing medium armour.
Just as a side note, we were doing this competition to work out which two of them are joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily two.
Well, 2 of them is kind of the upper limit, but...
So it's Rook and Graham then. I'm just wondering if there's any point in harming poor Lady Dusk.
CL1 as well. So if it comes down to it, if Z wins, then there will have to be a bracket down.
Right, so hang on, will that then reverse it and it'll be those 4 plus the 2 of us that won?
I'll take the week off, guys.
Only one of us has won.
I'll take the week off. Leave me in the material plane.
Come on, Dusk, don't show us up.
I mean, I would love to watch you fight Grand Magnus and see if you win again.
So. Roll for initiative.
I can't tell if this is you or Dusk.
We're going to get into the fight straight away. So, roll for initiative, Dusk.
Tell me.
Nat 20.
Which takes you to a 22.
A juicy 22. Dusk has been watching all of us dilly-dally at the start of our fight. He's gone, no, fuck that, I'll go first.
Murder on the fight floor.
So,
23.
Tabrion just flavorfully has found Graham and is feeding booze.
that is...
Mm-hmm.
That means that you're going first.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do? You are 30 feet away from each other. You've a scythe. She has a long sword.
Okay, she has a long sword. That's marvellous. And we're 30 feet apart.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold the dead.
Okay. So, Hold the Dead is going to be...
She needs to succeed on a wisdom throw.
Okay.
I love Hold the Dead.
What is your DC? So it will be spell save DC on your cleric.
I'm trying to find
It'll be
it.
on the spell sheet.
It's also in my book, but I'll look on the character sheet.
At the very
Spell
top.
save DC is 15.
Okay, so she succeeds.
Okay.
And I believe she takes no damage because it's a cantrip.
Random question.
Yeah.
Because I've got that for her cipher up.
Mm-hmm.
It turns around and says she gains a +1 to hit and damage that with his magic weapon. She also gains a +1 to spell attacks and spell saving throw DC. So is it 16?
I don't know whether that will have been already calculated on there. If it hasn't,
No, it
well,
hasn't.
we will assume it hasn't. She still succceeds.
She's still.
Yours just a notice.
Yeah.
That.
So
Okay.
it is 16.
So that was my action.
Okay.
Okay, my bonus action. Trying to find it. Sorry, I've had to change my plans suddenly. Yes, spiritual weapon.
Okay, bonus action.
Bonus action. So I will cast spiritual weapon, which means I'm creating a floating spectral weapon within range. In fact, it's 60 feet,
Yeah,
so it's
easy.
easy. It lasts for the duration or until I cast it again. The spiritual weapon means I can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to do that by moving the weapon towards her.
Okay, so yeah, you get an attack with it on the first round.
Yeah, okay, so that's I'm going to make my spiritual weapon resemble 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it should say on spiritual weapon how much damage it does.
On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier, which I believe is 6. Yeah.
+8 to hit.
Yeah.
So roll d20.
14.
Unfortunately.
Okay. My turn over for
Okay.
now.
So she is going to.
I've lost the other two.
Yeah. So she's going to.
Just so you know, guys, we're getting raided by 7th roll.
Thank you.
Thank you, seventh roll.
Thank you, seventh roll. Welcome to the Geek Initiative. We are currently having a set of duels between the party and major NPCs to decide who will be going on the next quest.
And two of us may have nearly got instant killed.
Look, just because they're strong, leave them be. They are.
Yeah, you're right. Tabrion and Malgador are strong.
They're really strong individuals who have done really well to get this far.
With such low
Malgador,
points.
by the way, has throughout the rest of the duels been sort of chuntering to himself and to anyone will listen. I'm not sure what this proves anyway, because we all knew that I'm bad in one-on-one fights and literally just misering in the stands.
Understandable. She is going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
This is a surprisingly good impression.
He's very good at it, isn't he?
Suddenly,
Right.
Tabrion is a dog.
Complete aside, do Kermit.
Hello, it's me, currently Frog here.
Wait, no, do it. No, do it, but introduce yourself as introducing yourself as Tabrion.
Only do it very short, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine if I only do it for a second. Miss
Easy,
Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy, don't guiding bolt me.
Miss Vicky is definitely. That should have been.
Should have been. Should have been.
Are we going to do a one shot where we're all playing the Muppets as D&D characters?
Now, that is copyrighted. That wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Fair use is the thing. So that's fine.
Look,
So,
it's fine doing that, but I'm doing Avenue Q.
so we are going to do some damage. Because presumably a 21 hits.
Yeah, the voice was yeah.
On it, Joe. I know.
$25 points of radiant.
And then the next hit on you will have advantage.
Uh-oh.
Sorry?
Guiding bolt
Hit you
also
on the
naturally
next
has
attack.
guiding bolt. Yeah. So advantage on next hit. So
I don't actually. What class is he? I don't actually know.
cleric.
This is
Of course she is, because she's been healing us.
Cleric and cleric violence, yes.
It's like light versus dark,
It's the two war
except they're
medics.
both dark.
Everyone else in the battlefield is dead, and the war medics are taking punches at each other like that. Slugging it out.
So
You leave my little boy alone.
she runs into melee, and as a bonus action, because of a feat she possesses, she can make a melee attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It has advantage this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
You get like some smite with that.
No, she's not a paladin.
Oh god, you can imagine that. Bloody paladin cleric.
It's
But don't they do something with radiant damage?
not that good, to be honest. Paladin. It's alright.
You know what I mean? You get a lot of cleric in your battlefield
Cleric.
anyway. Don't you?
Yeah, you get. It's almost like it's like double dipping in the same sauce. You get anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never right to double dip.
So,
This is Quackamole.
Depends how pretty she is.
that is going to be a 27 to hit, unfortunately.
Well, clearly that does it.
Which is going to be 7 points of damage. Not huge.
Okay.
Why do I get the impression that this
it's a
entire
reaction.
session has been all about the DM sitting there going, learn your bloody place, you lot.
No, not at all.
To be fair, he was originally planning on putting us against people that are equal fights. It was
It was our idea.
It was our idea.
Hang on.
I
Don't
had-
say
I had-
power, I think it was Mark's.
Yeah, you guys
Hey,
randomised.
look, I was into it.
Hey, It's been fun.
May I take a reaction?
You may.
Hellish rebuke
Certainly.
at 3rd level.
Certainly.
So deck save.
She does indeed make a dex save. So I roll.
Are you still alive?
What is the DC for that? 16. That's
She said that without moving her
That
lips.
is a fail. So
Okay.
that means you're going to do some damage. Presumably you're going to be doing
4d10s, please.
4. I thought it was 5.
At level 3. Spell slot.
Yes.
4d10.
This is very much a magical bitch fight, isn't it?
I've got
I was going to
d10s
say I can
somewhere.
tell you that.
Oh, go on. So roll both and then, yeah?
7,
Mark on the map.
16.
16 total.
Yeah.
So,
5 damage, yeah. So that's level 3.
That seems very glass cannon-y, that spell.
it's better used on people who are hard to hit, because when they do get hit, they kind of get the big woof,
Yeah.
and then they're kind of just like, oh, cool, I can do other stuff in the meantime, you know? Okay. is that so that's a reaction.
That's my reaction.
So that
yeah.
makes it your turn.
And my turn will take the form of casting inflict wounds.
Okay.
Hmm?
You're doing it.
At 3rd level.
Roland.
So that
D20.
is, yeah,
8. So that
15
is
plus 8,
23.
That is a hit.
23.
That's a hit.
And it's
That's
3d10
5d10.
plus, yeah,
As over, thank you, Mark. The math.
19.
No, so that's 10 so far. That's what I'm 10.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. 8 and 5 is 13.
23. 26 necrotic.
You should then. Come for it. No coming back from this one, Chief. Anyone got a diamond?
Goodbye, my friend. Is
She
Sorry?
she kind of, you watch as her like facial features become gaunt and like almost stretched thin as the necrotic damage kind of takes its toll on her. And she visibly looks very unwell.
Reminds me of the end of that Harrison Ford film where they open a box they shouldn't have.
Will that be all?
I'm just looking for the bonus.
Yes, you can attack with your spiritual weapon.
Yeah. 14 plus
22.
You're so fast at maths. So once again,
22 is a hit.
yeah, the spiritual weapon side is.
And you cast it.
No, I can cast it at. Only cast it at
74th level.
2nd because I've only got 2 level 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it was at second level.
Yeah.
Are you sure it
So
wasn't
that's-
8th level?
So it'd be 2d8.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Have some.
Take an extra damage off. She gets plus an extra damage dealt with any. No, that's to hit with a weapon.
Yeah, it's
isn't
to
it?
hit.
Yeah.
So
so 8.
It's 2d8 plus spell casting ability modifier,
Which is wisdom.
7.
Which is still
Oh
plus
no, 4.
4. So 12. 4.
Z is unconscious.
Oh,
Big fish, little fish, couple blocks.
This is the.
It would appear as if cleric on cleric violence is the best violence.
It is good violence.
Z,
Bitch.
Z kind of goes down
yeah.
and
And she's unconscious?
she's unconscious, and after a few seconds, you can see tattoos across her head start to light up,
Okay.
and her eyes like go from kind of like a deep grey into like a radiant yellow.
Okay.
And in a massive burst of light, she
blows you up.
she's stood upright again suddenly.
So I don't need to heal her then, which is what I was about to do.
I believe there's some divine intervention.
And
More fireworks!
she's kind of like she's floating,
Okay.
and it appears that she has
As in our ship.
yeah, she has spectral wings behind her,
Yeah.
and she hasn't got any hair, but so you can see tattoos all across her
Yeah.
head glowing.
Yeah.
And
She got Halo.
She's Asimov.
but she has, and that's makes it her turn, I believe. She's going to make a longsword attack. That's a hit. Okay.
That's just not cricket.
I believe it is twilight,
Um,
and dusk has gone.
blue.
Well, that was quite poetic, actually.
It was very clever, but no.
Poetic. I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
So, 20 points of radiant
Stop it
damage.
now before you blow it.
Okay. I'm in the minus numbers.
At which point, the glowing halo of light around her fades and she collapses unconscious as well. Seems like it's a last hurrah sort of affair. So you're both bleeding.
A mutual.
Halo.
Yes. And Pyra kind of seems to speak a word, wave a hand, and you both awaken very quickly.
On 0.
On 1.
Who won?
Nobody won.
Sam kind of goes, I would declare Dusk the winner. She struck down her foe first. But
Cool.
It's two of us!
So, who's going with us then?
I'm not the
with 4 victors, theoretically, we could hold another bracket amongst them.
I think we should take Graham.
I think we should take Rook.
Stroke Graham's face.
Feed
him more alcohol.
But Sam kind of goes, Graham, you've made a disgrace of yourself. You are discounted.
How could you say?
Oh, come on.
He's so
Z.
To be fair,
He's
I kind of agree.
He's so
Like, the
handsome.
other two did give the other, like, Tavern and Malcador an absolute thrashing.
Although she lost, Pyra was blooming good against me.
And imagine what Z and I could do together.
Please don't give him my
After all a discussion, however, at this point, I believe we all know what everyone is capable of. And who do you think?
So we're leaving Tavrion behind.
Who do you think would best suit to be an ally to you in a
Rook.
foreign place? So we've got votes for Rook.
I'll stay here with Graham.
I'll turn around and say,
Will you actually turn
Rook.
around?
Rook, because I want to see him doing that running again.
I would say Rook. And as much as I think someone to do harm, I think someone else to help ensure that we come back by healing might be a good choice.
Sitting right here.
I am
Out
wondering
of
though,
this.
you said about imagine what you and Z could do combined. I'm actually starting to wonder what Ciel and I would do combined.
I'm thinking about
Imagine
me
two
and
nasty
Graham
little rogues,
combined.
kind of, you know, whoever's your biggest enemy, with the two of us, we're going
depends
to wipe
what
them
we're
out.
going to face on the
Yeah.
other side.
I mean, are we going to face
If we're going to be
lots
street fighting,
or just big?
What I'm saying is, if we're going to be street fighting, that's one thing. But if we're going to be facing otherworldly creatures and stuff, then it's good to have a wider arsenal than.
Yeah. Well, we've got supposed hard
physical
hitters.
skills.
We've got roguey, we've got clericy, we've got bard, and magical.
Tavern is just too bloodlust and now drunk from drinking with Graham to make
Honestly,
any sound decisions.
I think along with Rook, either Z
Mm-hmm.
or Pyra.
Mm-hmm.
Because Pyra, well, she did a damn good job of stopping me from just taking her out in 2 turns.
Like I said,
Not that in real life there's a such thing as a turn.
it
6 seconds.
depends.
Yeah. She stopped me taking her out in 12 seconds.
Sam, it depends what we're going to face, and I know you can't go through there to find out. But if we go heavy on the physical skills, the rogue skills, then
And all you've got is a hand and every problem looks like a nail.
yeah.
Ah. How about we look at it this way? We need Ian to survive.
Mm-hmm.
We need
Second cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Just makes
Rook-
sense.
Rook-
With their
Rook can
primary
heal.
job is to make sure he
Yeah,
stays
that's
alive.
true.
Rook can
Rook
heal,
can
Z
heal.
can heal,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Dusk here can heal. I think this one can heal.
I can heal.
He's just
Standing
incompetent.
right here.
This one thinks he can heal.
You can.
I can heal. I have the ability to heal you. I
Do
just
we need
choose
more
not to.
healing? There's so much healing.
Why
So
wouldn't you
we
do
need
this?
some muscle.
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Graham, what do you?
Graham is unconscious.
Fantastic. He's just continuing to like.
Are you
So-
taking the pee?
I think, given that display of how many people can heal, I wonder whether actually we do need physical prowess. I know Rook is good in a
How many can
fight.
heal and bring people back
You've
from
got-
the dead?
Rook has got the. Rook has effectively got the punch,
Mm-hmm.
but do we have enough stop?
Don't know.
So I'm kind of thinking,
Not
I think
really.
Pyra.
Not really our decision.
Well, the point is,
She may have lost, but I think Pyra.
this was a demonstration
Mhm.
for you all to make your choice. I believe, in my opinion,
Mhm.
that you are correct in your assessment that Rook should join you.
Mhm.
For a different reason, however.
Mhm.
You are going to a place that speaks many, many languages,
Mhm.
many that you might not know.
You may have heard a lot of words.
And Rook
Mhm.
can learn those languages very, very quickly.
And anything that's said to us, he can mimic back to us.
Mhm.
He will keep perfect record,
Exactly.
which makes him a fantastic idea as a companion here. However, I believe your assessment of whether Pyra or Z should join you, I don't think you need CL, I'll be honest.
Mhm.
I think it's been proven that you are not in need of the skill set. You
Mhm.
possess it already.
I
However,
think you need
lesser.
more than just one.
Amongst you.
I'm enough.
I would say perhaps Graham is entirely out of the running. He has made a fool of himself, and as such, I will not be sending him on any away team. I cannot trust him.
Listen.
He's he is unconscious.
I think he was scared of going, actually. I think that's why he was getting drunk. He wanted to lose. Unfortunately, didn't.
It is for you to vote. Rook is going with you, Alanaran is going with you. Pyra or
Oh,
Z.
Ian. Yeah.
Remember him back. have had, if I remember correctly, going like way back, had visions where I've seen something happen to Pyro. Quick history check to see if I remember it.
Nah.
It's only a 9.
You remember seeing Pyra gasp and drop to her knees. In a vision.
A lot that does.
But you can't remember the details. Can't remember anything else. What I'm going to do, I'm going to roll for Rhi-koo, as if he were here, on a history check, because he has seen a similar vision. He's all bandaged up, sat on the side. He's been really, so he was really hurt. But he was here to watch. And he kind of
That's not
turns his
really
head,
what it
looks
sounds
around.
like, is it?
I remember Pyra when she was wounded in that split second. It looked like there was a field of stars behind her.
So if she comes with us, she dies.
Well, I say destiny is destiny. Whatever the fates say. If the fates.
What is an Armstrong?
Sam, who is it that that runs this place for you? Runs the tavern?
Well, I don't own it.
No, but somebody, I can't remember.
Can I?
The dwarf with the big hammer.
It was a human, I think.
Yeah, it's a human fellow with a big
Okay.
hammer.
Can I,
And for Pyra's a perform.
Yeah, she performs it.
can I walk over to Pyra?
Resolve this first, but then. Because there's a thought still happening here.
You've known her a long time. You know her well.
I do.
If she were to come with us and not return, how would that affect you?
I would mourn the loss of a dear companion.
15. Why?
All you know is that supposedly she died heroically. At the hands of someone that he knew. Hello?
Read it again, by the way. I can't read the name from here.
Fixing.
Theoxin?
Yeah, Theoxin.
Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome.
Hello, thanks for
Hello.
We're having a chat about, in our D&D party here, about who will be joining them for the next iteration of their quest of a litany of NPCs.
Kill them all. Sorry, that slipped out.
So, okay. It doesn't really help me to make a decision, but I don't really want to be the person that predestines someone's demise.
As I said, we're in goofy walking over to Pyra. You've heard what Rhi-koo says, and I've had a similar vision that perchance shows you may not make it back if you come with us. I think it's only fair if that is the knowledge.
Destiny has never been kind. That's why I choose not to believe it.
If that is the case,
Destiny is a thing to be fought. Destiny had me living wrong, living in the wrong way. And I would sooner defied at every turn. And Sam has only ever helped me do it. So,
I'll turn to the party after this and go. I feel that Pyra has made the decision for us and she wishes to come and defy
So Z then.
potential destiny. And I would not stop her if that is what she would wish to do.
I'm not going to stop her from
you are
committing
free
suicide.
to choose.
Half-Dwarf, you're being very quiet.
I have really nothing to add, honestly. I know we're taking Rook because he beat the shit out of me, although again I'm not sure what that proves because we know I'm not good in a stand-up fight.
You know what? I agree.
I
What does it prove? What does it prove?
Drunken bards really are a liability, aren't they?
I think we should
Can I
take
actually knock him
Brad.
out? Non-lethal damage with a
I
fist.
will allow
Hey,
it.
look, you got to hit me first.
You're making a fool of yourself, so we'll allow it.
I'm not sure what the plus would be. I presume.
You're not proficient with your fists.
It uses strength alone.
Nah, that'll be only a 12 then, because I've got -1.
The drunken master out here.
Dodge.
I
My AC is
will-
so strong.
Because he wasn't expecting it, do I get advantage?
So, even though Rook beat the shit out of me, and I'm not sure what that proves, but Rook, we know what they can do, etc. My vote is honestly for Pyra, if only because the way that they can hold a person and just go, you stop moving, is very, very handy, very, very useful. So I would say Pyra as my priority, and Rook, or possibly CL off the top of that, as in people who can heal me are always useful.
I would say Rook and Pyra, as I get the feeling that if someone wishes to defy destiny, shouldn't stop them.
I reckon
Calm down, Tavrion.
I reckon definitely Rook, and I reckon Pyra, because let's face it, do any of us think that we're going to go through to this realm or plane or whatever once, only ever?
Never know.
So even if you're having these weird dreams and she's going to die and whatever, well, how do we know it's this time? It could be next time or the time after, or when she's 75.
That's
You
very
never
true.
know. So, and let's face it, every time any of us go into combat, it could be the last time we ever do it. So,
I don't know what you mean. I'm invincible.
shut up! And I'm going to try and punch him again. Even worse, I missed completely. Stumble on this one.
You're dancing around. You've elbowed Graham.
He's awake.
He's kind of sat bolt upright.
And he punches you.
Looks around bleary-eyed, and given he is a blue dragonborn, he is kind of looking around, and then he goes,
Dex check.
and he's looking around for a direction that no one's in. He kind of dives backwards over the lip and is basically head down on the outside, and you hear this cacophonous crack of lightning.
We see rainbows in his head.
And
Oh,
a horrible
floor
stench.
pizza.
Yeah, a horrible stench of vomit being cooked
That's
by
Nick.
light.
Not interesting. That's Nick.
Oh, it smells like home.
Not interesting. That's a Nick. Why you eat? That's a Nick.
Ringo will turn to Dusk and ask what her say is,
That's a Nick.
and as it takes note,
Yeah, I
by
have that.
majority, Rook and Pyra get another vote, then it would appear that we are taking them.
Maybe Graham's not the best. Rather, I think.
Shush, you don't matter.
I have the utmost respect for the Lady Z. However, I'm happy to go with the majority.
So
It would appear
it would
Pyra.
appear that Rook and Pyra are the vote.
Oh yeah.
If Pyra wants to walk herself to her demise, that's really
Says the person that looks like they nearly died.
I didn't. That's not.
What season is it?
Seasons are kind of hard to measure here. to be honest. Considering
You're floating.
we're on a
in it.
floating island
Yeah.
with very, very little in terms of like atmospheric effects.
Lovely bit of paprika.
It's
It's a mono season.
it's temperate. It feels like spring at the equator, which you know that Dantylon is on the equator.
So, in which case, I'm
All
going to
very
go up to Rook and Pyra, put my arms round them.
Mhm.
By the waist.
We're going on holiday.
And
Might be worth us resting before we go.
Speak for yourself.
Sorry, one HP. I think a long rest is required.
Yeah, so,
is that your bag?
you guys will be
Right.
free to long rest. And next week,
Rest.
I believe we have Martin back, which I'm very excited for. There'll be some order again.
What do you mean? We are totally not chaotic.
No, we've been alright.
Tonight.
We've been okay. We've been okay.
You know how to control us, just make us fight NPCs.
So next week, Martin will be back, and we will be stepping through into the great beyond.
Yay!
We'll be going through the key.
For the round
Default.
window.
The round window, not the broken window.
No.
I have no idea what I'm
I
talking
guess
about.
that would make me little
Well-
dead. Yeah, he's too young.
So-
Yeah, he is too young.
Thank you very much for joining us. This has been the Geek Initiative, episode 21. Dantylon's got talent. And provably, they do. So,
And it would
Well-
appear
Hang on. This Dantylon's got talent. Don't think ours has.
um,
and it would appear that
not anymore.
They got the-
It's here.
Rook and Pyra got the golden buzzer going straight through to the live show.
Down, 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 down.
What's down?
Got knocked down in the fight.
Okay.
So,
Just
Use
say
one
it.
word. Rigged. Rigged.
look, it was going to be very fair fights. You guys decided to go for round.
Initiative.
Okay,
Imagine
so
initiative.
for pure
So was it
curiosity,
rigged,
How-
beat the odds.
how was it
I'll look
supposed
at
to go before he
Somehow.
fucked it?
I get the
How was it supposed to go?
Yes.
Okay.
I get the feeling I was still fighting Graham.
No.
No.
It was supposed to go Pyra and Tavrion,
Bard violence.
CL for Magnus,
Can you imagine that? We both sneak, we both hide, neither of us can find the other. It goes on for weeks.
Graham for you
Because he was drunk.
because he was drunk
Mm-hmm.
and he's also generally not very clever. So you'd have been able
Well
to
matched.
outsmart him.
Yeah.
Well, mate, well, what?
Half-Dwarves was very intelligent, he was not very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Z and Dusk was a correct matchup,
Yeah.
And I got Rook.
and you would have had Rook. Because you attack quickly and dexterously.
You
And
just
he
still hit the
attacks
floor
quickly and
fast. That one.
You fucked me.
To be
It's your
fair-
fault.
To be fair, the hits that hit Malcador, if they'd hit
That's
you,
pretty fair.
you'd have still gone down as quick. I think it was the same with any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I
Those
was,
hits
yeah,
would all
I would,
fall
yeah, I
down.
would have
Roll
still
really
gone, I would have went down. Actually, no, because I think at certain points with what he rolled against his armor class, I could have stopped it with my reaction for another one.
But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We will be back next Tuesday, and there is another stream tomorrow, which is going to be Adrian running a game, Creeping Aberration. So,
It is really chaotic. You should watch it. I watched last week. It was really fun.
thank you very much for joining us.
And we have been the Geek Initiative.
We have been the Geek Initiative.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Adrian, we'll see you tomorrow.
Liability.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Subscribe if
Well,
you're
not me.
on.
I will.
Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe if you're on Twitch. It's only $3.99 a month. That's really.
And that's the
really
price
cheap.
of a coffee. If you can afford a coffee, you can afford
You can
this.
afford a subscription.
Give us your bits.
Give
I believe
bits
in
if
your-
you want Tavern to
Subscribe in bits.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you later.
See you next Tuesday.
Ciao.
Much love.